Welcome to Football Focus. Hope you're all having a great day. Before we kick off, if you love football, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive in. Tottenham Takeover alert. Daniel Levy's shock decision could be reversed. Tottenham Hotspur find themselves once again at the center of a storm that could define the next era of the club. The shock exit of Daniel Levy from his long-standing role as chairman has sent waves of speculation across the footballing world, leaving fans, media, and industry insiders questioning the future direction of Spurs. Levy's departure, abrupt and unforeseen, has prompted intense debate over the reasons behind his exit, the potential for a full-scale takeover, and the ongoing role of the Lewis family, who maintain control of the club through ENIC. Within less than a week, Tottenham has become the subject of global headlines, with every move dissected, every statement analyzed, and every possible scenario considered by those with a stake in the club's future. The uncertainty has created an atmosphere where the slightest hint of news is amplified, and every whisper is treated as a potential turning point in the club's story. Fans across London and beyond have expressed a mixture of shock, concern, and curiosity. Levy's influence on Tottenham over decades cannot be overstated. He has overseen a transformation of the club from a historically mid-table side to one with global reach, modern infrastructure, and financial stability. The stadium at Tottenham, a landmark of modern football architecture, stands as a testament to his vision and ambition, reflecting years of strategic planning and meticulous execution. His involvement in transfer decisions, commercial deals, and brand development has left an indelible mark on the club's identity, and his sudden departure inevitably raises questions about continuity and stability in the months and years ahead. In the immediate days following the announcement, speculation intensified. Headlines across sports media focused not only on Levy's exit, but also on the possibility of outside investors or a full-scale takeover. Fans and pundits alike debated the implications for Tottenham's ownership structure, questioning whether ENIC, the holding company controlled by the Lewis family, might seek to sell or dilute its stake. Within the club, discussions around succession, advisory roles, and financial strategy have reportedly taken on new urgency. The environment is one of cautious recalibration, as the club seeks to reassure supporters while simultaneously navigating complex business considerations behind the scenes. Public statements from the Lewis family have been unequivocal. Despite the speculation, they emphasized that Tottenham Hotspur is not for sale, underscoring a long-term vision for the club that extends across generations. Their message is clear: the involvement of ENIC is permanent, and the family's commitment to Tottenham remains unwavering. For fans, this reassurance is vital. It signals continuity at a time of apparent turbulence, ensuring that the club's ethos, ambitions, and long-term projects remain intact even as leadership changes unfold at the top. The Lewis family statements also implicitly reject the idea that Levy's departure signals a prelude to selling the club, framing the situation instead as an internal transition designed to strengthen governance and strategic focus. Nonetheless, the financial and advisory side of Tottenham's operations remains in flux. Levy had previously stated that the board and its advisors, Rothschild & Co., were in discussions with potential investors, exploring the possibility of external investment without compromising ownership control. This engagement, which began in April 2024, was designed to examine avenues for capital injection to support Tottenham's ambitions both on and off the pitch. However, the process stalled earlier this summer following a significant cash injection from ENIC, reflecting a preference for internal funding over reliance on external parties. With Levy no longer at the helm, the club is now reportedly reviewing contracts with third-party advisors, and Rothschild's role could be terminated or replaced. The restructuring of advisory relationships underscores the broader recalibration taking place within Tottenham, as the club seeks to align its financial strategy with a new leadership dynamic. Levy himself finds his position increasingly complex. As a minority shareholder in ENIC, holding around 30% of the company, he faces the delicate question of whether to sell his stake.
Financially, the decision is far from straightforward. Reports suggest he has already experienced losses through salary and bonuses, highlighting the challenges of profiting from a minority stake in a club firmly controlled by the Lewis family. With no influence over major decisions, minimal dividends, and limited prospects for capital gain, any potential offer for his shares would likely be constrained. Levy's predicament illustrates the difficulties inherent in minority ownership when the overarching controlling entity has clearly stated intentions, and it raises questions about the personal, professional, and financial implications of remaining involved with the club in any formal capacity. Amidst these developments, Tottenham's operational and strategic considerations have taken on added significance. The club must navigate an intricate web of footballing, commercial, and financial imperatives. Transfer planning, contract negotiations, squad development, and managerial oversight are all influenced by stability and clarity at the top. The departure of a figure as central as Levy naturally affects these processes, creating an environment where decision-making may be both scrutinized and complicated. How the club balances day-to-day operational demands with long-term strategic vision is now under intense focus. The sporting implications are equally noteworthy. Tottenham's ambition to compete at the highest levels of the Premier League and European competitions depends on coherence in leadership. Stability at the top is critical for attracting and retaining talent, managing contracts, and implementing tactical strategies. Levy's exit, while significant, presents an opportunity for fresh perspectives in decision-making, potentially reshaping how transfers, recruitment, and squad management are approached. The club's ability to maintain performance levels on the pitch while undergoing structural and financial recalibration will be a defining challenge in the months ahead. Media coverage since the announcement has been relentless, with every development magnified and every statement analyzed. In the modern footballing world, where clubs operate not just as sporting entities but as global brands, perception and narrative are as important as performance. Tottenham's management must ensure messages around continuity, stability, and ambition are consistently communicated, both to reassure supporters and to maintain credibility in wider business and sporting circles. Missteps in communication could exacerbate uncertainty and invite speculation, underscoring the importance of a coordinated and strategic approach to public relations during this transitional period. Fans, naturally, have reacted with a mix of anxiety and hope. Social media platforms, fan forums, and commentary outlets are awash with debate over Levy's legacy, the Lewis family's intentions, and the implications for Tottenham's future. While some mourn the departure of a chairman synonymous with modern Tottenham, others see potential for rejuvenation, fresh ideas, and renewed strategic clarity. The passion of supporters underscores the deep cultural and emotional connection to the club, reflecting how intertwined leadership decisions are with the identity and expectations of fans. Looking ahead, Tottenham's next steps will likely involve a careful review of operational priorities, financial arrangements, and strategic objectives. Decisions regarding third-party advisors, investment opportunities, and internal governance will have long-term consequences, shaping the trajectory of the club in the years to come. Levy's exit represents both an end and a beginning, the conclusion of a chapter defined by meticulous leadership and the start of a new phase in which new dynamics will shape Tottenham's ambition, commercial reach, and competitive potential. The interplay between ownership, leadership, and sporting ambition is particularly salient in Tottenham's current situation. Football clubs are multifaceted entities, balancing commercial interests, fan engagement, and on-pitch success. The Lewis family's clear commitment to long-term ownership offers a stabilizing influence, ensuring that decisions are guided by strategic vision rather than short-term pressures. Yet the departure of a central figure like Levy introduces variables that will require careful management, strategic acumen, and sensitivity to stakeholder expectations. Tottenham's identity, however, remains strong. The club's philosophy, tradition, and global profile provide a foundation upon which new leadership can build. While structural and advisory changes are inevitable, the essence of Tottenham Hotspur, its commitment to excellence, competitive ambition, and community engagement, is unlikely to be compromised. The challenge for the new leadership is to ensure that operational efficiency, financial prudence, and sporting performance remain aligned, creating a cohesive framework for sustained success at the highest levels. External observers, including investors, analysts, and rival clubs, will be watching closely. Any perceived instability, strategic misstep, or uncertainty could affect Tottenham's standing in domestic and European contexts. Conversely, clear communication, decisive action, and a reaffirmation of long-term vision could strengthen the club's reputation, attract strategic partners, and reinforce confidence among supporters. How Tottenham navigates this transitional period will therefore have implications beyond immediate operational concerns, influencing perceptions of the club's credibility, ambition, and management capacity. In practical terms, Tottenham faces several immediate priorities. Reviewing third-party contracts, assessing financial arrangements, and consolidating operational leadership are all critical. At the same time, the club must ensure that its sporting ambitions, transfers, squad management, tactical planning, and managerial oversight are maintained